more interaction. And as always, please make sure that you touch base with us on Facebook. We have Joy News on TV, and then also we have our WhatsApp platform 0568800000. We're ready to do the newspaper.
A few of your messages coming in, Roland.
On our WhatsApp platform.
Yes, on our WhatsApp platform.
Something
this
about
one,
me?
Yes, this one says you're missing in action.
Oh, yeah.
Thank Allah you're back.
I thought one of them would say I'm contesting.
This is from Abdul Baki. Mama V will join us shortly. And this one says, it's been a very long time. I heard about the fake certificate issue among teachers since the BNI personnel investigated that case. If they're leaving them, they should let us know. If they'll sack them, they should let us know. Okay, we'll follow up on that and let you know. From Idra Ashanti, all right. And this one is from Michael Eduaye. You're asking, is the MPP deciding to review the details of the Genuine Manifesto only after other sources had reported them falliciously? You guess no. Please, they should come out with their manifesto in a expatiated context. NDC, bring your own ideas. And stop stealing. Well, the president says they haven't stolen any ideas from them. Okay, a few more, then we can get into the papers. This is from Frank in Sunyani. What happened to our money, Bank of Ghana and Microfinance? Okay, or another create, loot and share, and when you launch your manifesto here? Okay, so he's talking about that particular issue with DKM and other microfinance institutions. Says, welcome back, my brother, Richard Apiakubi.
Thank you.
Roland. Okay, so let's get into the newspapers now. Roland,
Wapo, man. All right, so we have to start the whole segment of the review of the newspapers with the daily graphic. It has on the front page, don't front for foreign companies. Petroleum Commission warns local businesses. And talking about petroleum, we know there was an international news story about a Swiss NGO which had undertaken some investigations, which also indicated apparently the diesel that was imported into Africa was very dirty.
Contained a lot of sulfur.
Rightly, it's been captured on the multimedia platforms. Also, we made sure that we also spoke to the heads of the BDCs or the representatives, and they spoke extensively on it. But it has been captured on the front page as well. Ghana imports substandard diesel fuel. The story is on page 16 of the paper, and then I'll quickly just get to page 16 and give you a gist of what the story says. Very interesting, especially when you're a vehicle user and you get to know that, well, your engine tends to crank up very often after just some few months of use. Now, particularly when whoever we buy the second-hand vehicles, or even their fresh vehicles are used for a very long time or years, and you tend to use them a couple of just months, and the engines tend to crack up. It means that it's as bad as it can get. And so on page 16, it's been captured as saying that a study conducted in Ghana and 7 other African countries apparently has revealed that the sulfur content of diesel products imported into the relevant countries are 150 times and in some cases 1,000 times more than the limit allowed in Europe. Africa, particularly Ghana. Although the quality of the fuels imported into Ghana meets the country's quality standards, the products pose a great risk to the health of consumers and easily damage the engines of vehicles. It means that our own standards are poor. Well, the other countries the study focus on were Senegal, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, the Republic of the Congo, Angola, and the Zambia. Interesting. Last story, and then we have others. 82 days more. 81 days. Parties comment graphic also for town hall meetings, and they are doing that as well, just like we're also doing the ballot box and the other ones we're doing. On the back page, we have Barikesse catchment area to be declared security zone to protect dam from encroachers, and beware of scammers. This very information coming from the police.
I received that. It's about some people alleging that they send you a message claiming that a relative of yours has hit a police vehicle or has been involved in an accident,
and they need some money.
And they need some money, so they send you a mobile money account for
them to sort it out.
Yes, so the police was warning the general
How would they get to know about your relative's name?
You
never know.
Yeah, they're fraudsters, so they always have a way of getting people's details. Okay, let's get to the front page of the Ghanaian Times, and FWSC says no to demands for more pay and it comes along with a photograph of George S. Graham. He's the boss of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and Mr. Jiman Bedu is chairman of GOSPA. Now, this particular story, beautician arrested for stealing from shop. President debunks MPP's plagiarism claim. We brought you that earlier on the M News. Poor households to be given 28 Ghana cedis weekly. Roland, 28 Ghana cedi for a household weekly. Yeah, but that story about the beautician arrested for stealing from shop. Let me bring you a few details. A 35-year-old woman is in the grips of the police for allegedly stealing 10,000 Ghana cedis from a shop in Tudo in Accra. Now, the public affairs officer, Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP Afia Tenge, told the Ghanaian Times in Accra yesterday that the suspect was in custody of the police assisting in investigations. The public affairs officer said the owner of the shop, a name withheld, offered the suspect a seat to enable her attend her request. Now, while sorting out some items, Sapoma took 10,000 Ghana cedi from the owner's bag and hid it in the bulk of clothing in the shop. ASP Tenge said when the shop owner realized that her money was missing, she confronted Sapoma, who admitted the offense. Roland, what would you have done if you were the shop owner? If someone comes to buy something from your shop, your money gets missing, you confront the person and the person says, okay, I took it. Would you hand the person over to the police?
Yeah.
You will?
But I got my money back?
Yeah, she admitted that she took it.
I'll forgive her. Yeah.
You will, eh?
Yeah.
Because I can imagine...
because once I got my money back, I'll forgive her.
I can imagine the number of years that she could serve in prison.
And it will be because of me. I know that it's a crime she committed, but I don't think I'll feel good.
Yeah, all right, okay. Center spread of the Ghanaian Times, government to give poor household 28 Ghana cedi allowance weekly. A 3-year project has been launched in Accra to improve the livelihood of those living in deprived communities.
Is it not part of the livelihood empowerment program?
I think this is a different one. Okay, this is dubbed Escaping Poverty, EP. It targets 7,600 households in 14 districts in the Ashanti, Bono-Ahafo, Northern and Upper East regions. The project is being implemented by Innovations for Poverty Action and Haifa Project International Ghana, both non-governmental organizations to support beneficiaries with livestock and funds. Interesting, there's a lot more to that, but Roland, this is not part of the leap. This is a different one. Yeah. And political
parties... it's a leap in disguise.
Ah, well. Political parties urged to embrace SADA and Ghana, Russia, explore new avenues for cooperation. PWDs want to be under presidency. The National Council of Persons with Disabilities has asked to be placed under the office of the president for effective administration. And on the back page, okay, well, it's an advertisement for the NDC. That'll be it. That'll be it for the Ghanaian Times, Roland.
Front page of the Daily Guide has a story. Blood flows as NDC goons attack MPP in BA. We also have police stop DKM demo and Vice President chickens out as a question being asked and GCB board chairman accused. But let's look at the center spread. It's the News One leaflet. I always like reading a lot more of the stories or giving you a gist of what the stories are. It talks about the Kojo Q thrilling funds at the presidential concert, and Uyala, I love her. I follow her on Twitter as well, and initially when she started, I used to be a great fan of her. Still I am. Uyala excited to share stage with Chaka Chaka, and we know Chaka Chaka is Yvonne Chaka Chaka from South Africa. There was a concert organized here in Ghana. John Bull makes case for public health. Is an advocacy that is information, education, communication initiative being started. And you can get a lot more on this very subject.
All right, that's it. Let's go to the Weekend Finder. HIV babies looming as pregnant women can't have access to antiretroviral drugs. It comes along with a photo of Dr. Angela L. Adas. She's the Director General of the Ghana AIDS Commission. The story is on page 2. And it says thousands of persons living with HIV/AIDS have been left stranded without access to antiretroviral drugs due to the strike action by public sector pharmacists. And we know on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission says they do not have money for Gospa. And well, also on the second page of the Weekend Finder, resolve Gospa strike now, from the Chamber of Pharmacy. Now this is some bad news, and what it means is that a lot more women may be giving birth to babies with HIV/AIDS because they cannot prevent the mother-to-child transmission because they don't have access to drugs. This is pretty disturbing. It means that our statistics with persons living with HIV is going to increase if babies cannot, be prevented from acquiring the disease. Well, it's quite speculative, but that's what the Director General of the Ghana AIDS Commission is saying. She's saying
she's worried about.
She's worried, and she's saying if they don't have access to their drugs, they're going to transmit the disease to their babies. And so, yeah, that's some bad news. And also we have petroleum price indicators on the front page of the Weekend Finder. Let's check the center spread. A date with my worst fear, the Krobo mounting experience. Okay, I'm sure it's on the paragliding. Have you done that before?
Just hiking.
This is no
gliding. Okay, yeah.
Have you done it before?
No.
You haven't?
No, this is not paragliding.
This is not okay. Let me just get the details.
This is cliff hanging.
Okay, the cliff hanging. Right, great. Okay, so the rest of the team were getting acquainted. Someone's personal experience on the Krobo mountain experience. So
in Ghana we don't like going for holidays and hiking and things like that. You and I should try one.
Yeah, you should try the hiking.
Yeah.
I want to do the paragliding. I'm sure that's when I started getting excited.
That would not make you feel anything. You just be enjoying the scenery.
Have you
but this one, Charlie, you work your body out.
Have you done that before?
The paragliding?
Yes.
No, I will not try.
You not try, huh?
Anything can go wrong.
Face your fears, but this one, anything can go wrong. The cords can snap.
Charlie, but at least this one is rope.
No, the cords can snap.
Yeah, but still, it's better than paragliding, Charlie. The Business and Financial Times bans rapid transit system or service to start in October, and you get to some cities, for example, in Curitiba. In Curitiba, is it Brazil? And then you go to some countries in Peru, etc. They have the bus rapid transit system, just like elsewhere in Europe, where they only commute on their exclusive lanes, so they are not joined by other commuting buses, and it makes it very, very fast or faster for people to travel. And I believe that's what we want to introduce. But of course, we know there are difficulties with the normal commercial driver unions who feel that their jobs will be taken away and things like that. But I think sometimes we're just not amenable to change. We feel that we'll be losing something. But we should try and develop, because it's being implemented in Lagos too. Good.
Let's see how it goes.
All right. So we also have wobbly inflation dampens hopes of policy rate cut as MPC begins meeting today, and 52 million Ghana cedis needed annually on capitation grant promise. We're not broke, government fumes, according to headline, but on the back page we have power sector master plan in the works, and Tigo introduces Tigo Cash International buy airtime. And then we have a website launch, nubianbiz.com. nubianbiz.com. All right, so those are the stories we have front back page of the Business and Financial Times. You have any other papers?
No, I don't.
You want to read a couple of messages?
Let's do the online portals.
Okay, so let's look at myjoyonline.com, and Dennis, please take it away.
All right, on myjoyonline.com. All right, while we wait for it to load, let me pick a few of your comments while we wait for it to load. This one says, why would Votarians take NDC as their World Bank? Okay, this is from Kumeka Vincent Achu, and well, we know that Togbia Fede the 14th has come out to express a lot of not anger, but probably worry over how chiefs are treated, with this particular statement that they're the World Bank and all that. But this is from Bedne. You are saying Ghana sliding backwards under Mahama government on HIV. I'm sure it's in relation to the story. This says $28, an insult to a household. It's actually not $28, it's 28 Ghana cedis. So I'm sure you've taken it a week. And
that is for those who can't.
It's an insult to a household.
Living from anything, yes.
Yes, but you know, in
so how much is he proposing?
He's not proposing anything.
I think
He just thinks that it's an insult.
Realistically, it's better than nothing.
Yes, and realistically, if you look at such parts of the country where these monies are going to be dispersed, sometimes they don't live like
28.
Yeah, in Accra.
That makes it almost. That's about 720. No, or 72 Ghana cedis.
And
72 Ghana cedis every month, or
probably, yeah. So I'm just thinking that
90,
sometimes
92
these people,
Ghana cedis every month.
These people living in the outskirts or some of the rural areas, 28 Ghana cedis is enough for them. Yes, it's true.
Yeah, true.
I took a trip to Otabil Chrome, somewhere in the central region.
The hometown of Otabil?
No.
But do you know the Otabil I'm talking about?
Which Otabil are you talking about? I don't know.
Normal Otabil.
Which one? 28 Ghana cedi is enough for them.
Yes.
They don't need to buy food. They are farmers.
Yeah.
So they use the money for other things. But well, let's get on to myjoyonline.com. The woman who is allergic to water. Wow. Rachel's rare condition means that a bath is agony. Even her own tears will scorch her face. How can the human body reject life's most basic necessity?
She doesn't. The body doesn't like water.
It will scorch her face. I've had a lot of allergies, but not this.
Doesn't bath. Woman pa.
She's allergic. It's not her fault. But it will be
not even warm water.
Her own tears. All right. Let My Vote Count Alliance AFAC mark 1 year of voters registration. Register demo Friday. Pressure Group, LMVCA, and AFAC will hold.
And we know AFAC
a rally Friday.
And we know Let My Vote Count is led by David
Asante. To
David.
commemorate 1 year anniversary of the demo to demand a credible voters register. Diageo progresses on 2020 sustainability and responsibility targets. Okay. And Columbus police shoots dead 13-year-old boy carrying BB gun.
What's a BB gun?
I don't
Is
know.
it a toy gun?
I'm sure that's a photo of it. I'm sure he's a chief police officer is holding and showing. I read that story earlier, and I hear it's quite a deadly weapon he was holding. But why would a 13-year-old boy be carrying a gun?
It's in the US. That's what US freedom.
No, but for a 13-year-old.
But they trust in God. You trust in God. You trust in God. When you hold guns, nothing will happen.
Survival Sunday, permutations for Premier League survival dogfight, and bankrupt ideas of NDC responsible for Ghana's mess. That's according to Cabo, and SMEs to benefit from $50 million fund. That's some good news for SMEs. And manifesto idea battle. NDC didn't steal NPP's ideas. Kennedy Ejapong, and he's a member of the NPP. And he's asking, he's criticized his party for claiming that the governing National Democratic Congress has stolen its ideas after the latter launched CTFM Online, Roland.
Now we have police around to court to stop DKM demo. Government not also committed to SADA, according to CSOs, that's civil society organizations, and railway workers to embark on demo over salary. But we also have a story, MPP setting October 8th for its manifesto launch, and will be launched in Tamale. The venue will be the Tamale Stadium. It will be full to the rafters, I tell you.
Yeah, obviously it is with every manifesto launch.
Yeah. And you have a lot more issues on Ghana's and the NTC's 2016 manifesto highlights presented by the president in GTP there. Great. And then you have Mohammed's strategy for agriculture sector. They have an infographic there, so you get to know what the stakes are, what the projections are. The thing is, all right. So we have the Africa page of the BBC, Benis.
Fuel too dirty for Europe, so to Africa. And you spoke about that. Was on the front page of the Daily Graphic. I can't think far. Zimbabwe activist tells of torture, and Africa highlights Zimbabwe will print bank bond notes. Uganda pig protest over MPs, and wing section from MH370 found off Tanzania. Kenya refugee repatriation unlawful. I'm sure this story, I'm very sure this story about fuel too dirty for Europe, so to Africa will trend again today. And you can follow us as we explore the issue. Quality control, who's responsible, who's making sure that we get the right products here. And
the point is, they meet our standards, but they don't meet the best standards in Europe. You understand? Right. When the fuels come, the standards we have in our books, the fuel meets the standards.
Really?
It means
so the thing is that our standards are low.
Very, very low.
Wow,
you benchmark in the
that's pretty embarrassing.
But
a few of your messages oh, well, sorry. This is says, good morning, incompetent. Well, you think President Mahama has not led this administration well? They don't have anything to offer Ghanaians. The NDC manifesto is create, loot and share. That's what you think. This is from Sule in Sunyane. Okay, the president will be in your city shortly, so I'm sure you can find a way of addressing your concerns. And this one says, we are pleading with gospel leadership to consider Ghanaians' government must be proactive in solving issues, resolving issues to restore confidence in the pharmaceutical industry. This is Gabriel, and you're with the Ghana Coalition of NGOs in Health. And from Binduri, Heaven Gateman says, they should stop deceiving Ghanaians. They can do better to help Ghanaians than giving each house hold that embarrassment. Welcome back, Roland. Roland.
The BB gun, I tried to find out. Apparently it's a toy gun.
It says, toy gun?
On Wikipedia, it says BB guns are a type of air guns designed to fire spherical projectiles similar to shot pellets of approximately the same size, kind of. I think
so it's a proper gun, not a toy gun.
Type of, it's an air gun.
But still.
Anna, America for credit. But a very good morning to you, Robert Coleman. You're the PR manager for Zoomlion Ghana Limited. I hope you're enjoying your stay at home. Today, you're not well.
All right.
Well, I hope you're not well.
We wish you all the best, Robert.
Well, all the same, we have to take a break. Akwesi Dankwa, Benedict also is here with a lot more sports.
Yeah.
Which football team do you like?
Real Madrid.
It's always Real Madrid. We're taking a break. We'll bring you a lot more highlights from the Europa League as well.